Welcome back everyone. I hope you're enjoying your week. It's a beautiful sunny week here. A little bit hot for working outdoors, which is why I'm going to be working in here. And that's our pantry. You saw me putting these tiles on quite some time ago now. And the last time I filmed in there, I was taking the old ceiling down. It was horrible old chipboard, and there was some horrible old insulation which had fallen apart, etc. So I'm ready to now put that put some new insulation up and some new plasterboard up. Yeah, since filming in there, I've oiled all the beams in there, and they've come up really nice. They've come up a nice dark, rich colour, which wasn't initially the colour that we were aiming at, but when you've oiled this wood, you don't get much choice in the matter. But actually we really like it and we think the contrast between the painted plasterboard and those beams is going to look really good, and it will really lighten up the whole of that room. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. You've seen me cutting all the battens. There was about 16 or 17 cuts to do, and they were all different, and that's because this roof actually tapers, so every beam is a slightly different length. But anyway, I've done that now, so what I'm going to do is drill all the holes and put the screws in, pre-prepare all that, so when I go in there I'll be able to just screw them straight to the battens, to the beams, sorry. But in the meantime, before we go in there, I've got a bit of a mystery that maybe you can help me with. And the mystery concerns this granite block, and it's this is the window to our grand salon, and as you can see through the picture, there is another window the other side, so we've got a dual aspect here. But these 5 holes, a bit of a puzzle. Now there are also 3 holes here. So ordinarily I would suggest that these 3 holes were for security bars, so the bars would be set into the granite and cemented in, and then likewise up the top. However, there are no holes up at the top, so we're wondering why all these holes are here. I can understand these 3, so maybe this block came from a different window somewhere else, don't know. Maybe there were bars that came out and then up on the outside, but again on the top there's no evidence of any holes there. So was this reused from somewhere else, or is there another purpose for these holes? There's no sign of cement or anything like that here, where I can see some signs of cement in these 3. So we're a bit puzzled, but it's the same with the other window the other side, and I'll take you around there now and have a look. So here's the other window, the other side of the house, and you can see there's some holes here. Nothing there, but these 2 here. I can't quite see the top of this piece because somebody's put a load of cement on there. But again, up there, there's no sign of any holes. So we're wondering if this sill and the other sill were actually together in one window at some point. Because I can't really see any explanation for holes on two sides of it. We don't know whether there are holes here, as I've just said, but you know, let's assume there are. So if they were together once, so for example this was the granite lintel and the other one was the base, that would make sense. But that means they've either used this granite before somewhere else, or they've changed a window somewhere and for whatever reason separated these two pieces. So it's a bit of a mystery, but unless you know of a reason for these holes to be here. Right, so that was, just counted them, that was 17 battens, and they all need pre-drilling. It will save me a lot of time in there. So these shorter pieces will probably only need 3, but the longer pieces might need 6 holes all the way through. And I'm hoping when I actually put them up onto the beams, I don't have to drill the beams as well, but these old beams can be really tough. But I've got some really sharp screws, so I'm hoping I can just drill screw straight into the beams. If not, I'm going to have to drill every hole again through the batten into the beam, which will be a bit of a pain. So I'll get on, I'll drill all these now. You don't need to watch that, so next time you see me, hopefully I'll be putting these up in the pantry. And in case you're wondering, the reason I've got wood underneath, where I'm going to drill, if I drill through and there's some wood supporting it, I don't get splinters, the wood splintering, so I don't have to pick off all these broken bits before putting the batten on, and then the batten will go flush to the beam. So if you're drilling through wood, always support it underneath, and saves any tear out, as it's called. No tear out at all, so it will go straight up. Right, I'll get on.
Well, while Rolls is out the front cutting wood, I've found a nice shaded spot to pick up all these hazelnuts, and there's literally hundreds of them, so it's going to take ages. I've resorted to sitting on a cushion because it's a back killer otherwise. I've tried raking them, but the trouble is I'm getting all the debris and leaves as well. So it's just easier to pick them up individually by hand, but it is going to take some time. We're off to meet some friends. We're going to Vita in their village, so we thought we'd take some of these with us, and we've got some veggies for them as well. So that's the plan for today. That one looked like it was going a bit low. It's a bit low, isn't it?
Okay, so all the insulation's in, all the way down to that corner. The very end one, I've just basically stuffed lots of little pieces in, the offcuts. So that's fine. Looks a bit untidy now, but obviously you won't see that once the plasterboard's in. Right, so all I've got to do now, I've got to make some more of these noggings for the bottoms and the tops, and then I'll screw the plasterboard in all the way along the edges and into the bottom, top, and in these noggins in the middle. The reason I put these noggins in now is just to make sure that this doesn't sag. Not that it will, because it's pretty crammed in really. So yeah, so plasterboard will go up underneath here, so you'll get about this much of the beam showing. So I think that'll look really lovely. So I'm going to get on with that, but I don't think I'll get it done in time for this vlog. So I'll see how I get on. So if you don't see it now, you'll see it in the next vlog. But yeah, feels much better. And I love the dark of these beams, how dark they are. I don't know what colour we're going to do the plasterboard. Possibly that light parchment colour we like, but it'll certainly be a light colour, and I think that'll make the beams stand out even more. So yeah, right, I better get on.
Well, I'm just taking a break from picking up all these nuts. I haven't even scratched the surface yet, I don't think. No, they're not for you, Max. You like crunching them. Yeah, I'll have that one. I'm going to be busy writing notes later to put on the back of the plasterboard for people that have bought us plasterboard installation and battening, to say that you've contributed towards the renovation of this property. So in years to come, when somebody decides to take that down, they'll find them. So thank you to all of you for that. It's been brilliant. Welcome to all our new subscribers. We're gaining a few each time. So don't forget to subscribe and like if you've enjoyed our video. And hit the notification bell. And it doesn't cost anything, it's free, but it really helps us. So thank you. And we'll see you next time. Bye.